Hey, what's going on, guys? Raid's gonna start. Well, actually, it looks like the raid just now started. So I figured I'd jump on here, do a little bit of streaming, go out and hit some of the S targets, give you guys a look at what's going on there. My fleet is built mainly for auto, so don't expect to see a whole lot of interaction with the target, but it'll give you at least an idea of what's in there and what's going on. I have one ship that's not legendary, so it's going to screw my turn up a little bit, but we'll see what's going on. I think for my first target, I'm just going to pop on Midnight Marauders. So what I'm going to do, no, screw it. I'm just going to go ahead and pop Grease Monkey. Launch. And let's see what we got going on out here. I'm lazy, so I'll use the locator. And of course, the locator's not working great. So, what do we got here? I do believe. Oh, there's a Ross. Hey, Ross, what's going on?
How you doing today?
Oh, good. Trying to find some targets to hit.
Very good.
It said the raid started, but I don't see any targets on the map.
Yeah, I don't. They're not here either. Oh, wait a second. There are some near the tower only.
Okay, they're starting to spawn. They're starting to spawn. I'm seeing them. So let's see. Let's go back in the event. So I'm still not seeing any tier 8 targets. Not by relays. Well, wow, this is an extremely exciting stream so far.
Right?
Can't find any freaking targets. Oh, dude, and my grease monkey's just ticking away.
Yeah, I usually test them after. I mean, I waste a few coins first.
I mean, I've managed to come up with 7 grease monkeys before the raid started, so I can afford to lose a little bit of time on one, but still, it's not very cool. Kick's eye, it's not very cool. I guess in the meantime, we'll take a look at the store here. Dude, I hate this freaking tier unlock crap. Oh, well, that's kind of neat, though. Apparently, it's showing me as having 5 and 6 unlocked already. So I guess maybe you don't have to claim anything as long as you have something in those things. That's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, well. Oh yeah, it's showing 5 and 6 unlocked for me also.
Yeah, it has that little green unlock thing there. All right, well, I'm not quite as upset about the whole tier unlock lock thing as what I was originally then. Makes me happy. Man, where are the big targets at? What the hell? It's ridiculous. Oh, cool. So, yeah, We got a couple people there watching. Looks like we got 12 viewers so far. That's not too bad for me putting it up at the very last minute and deciding to do this. So
Good deal. Good deal. I'm hitting an 85 really fat just to see what's going on. Oh
yeah,
boy. It's
a minute. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, I found the 102. So we're gonna go hit this puppy and see what happens. Cross your fingers, everybody.
Come on, I hope it's good.
Thanks for jumping on, Ross. I like literally absolutely hate streaming by myself.
Oh, no problem.
I don't know what you're talking about with music, no Phobos. I don't have any music playing at all. So
no, it's because something happened in the update. You're going to want to go back into your own gameplay probably. I had to turn adjust all my settings this morning when I logged on the game. The music, everything was on.
Well, so, yeah, but if my music was on, I would be hearing it. My
yeah. Oh, he's saying you're having it. Yeah, I think it's on his end.
Yeah, it has to be. So far it's looking good. My fleet's split up a little bit, but I don't like that.
Yeah, my fleet's splitting in the 85 as well.
Damage-wise, it doesn't look bad though so far. Man, these subs take freaking forever to kill.
Okay, are you streaming this?
I am streaming this, yes. Oh, shit, I forgot to share screen. Duh. I'm an idiot. There we go. Sorry about that, guys.
Okay, so there are hundreds and 102s. Okay. Boy, there's a lot of travel time.
These boats take forever to kill, man. Just so you guys know, the P clouds and the smoke clouds and stuff actually don't do any damage this time around. So if you sail through them, you're fine doing that.
I wonder if a different weapon would kill him faster.
I think the problem is that they have their defenses tuned up so high, just like we do, that it is going to be difficult to kill them. I mean, you can see though my cavitator pop up thing is working good. They got to be in it for a little while, but you know, after they're in it for a little bit, they pop up. I mean, the ice fields are definitely slowing you down some, but it's not like near as bad as what I had seen before. So that's good.
Yeah, and I'm finding the same thing. I'm seeing a lot going on, but as far as actual damage occurring, no.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely seems like this target does have both the subs and the smart torpedoes in it. Which, from what they had said on the stream initially, I had kind of thought that if targets were going to be made for one or the other, because I thought I heard him say something about if you go in a target and you see smart torpedoes in it, you want to use bat rays or whatever. But unless, I don't know, we'll see. But I mean, this is supposed to be the razor tail target, and there's definitely smart torpedoes in here. So I guess both targets have stuff for against both fleets, I would assume at this point.
Which one's the razor tail target, apparently?
The 102.
Oh, okay.
Because that's the one where you can get the shards for the rocket in the 102. So I would assume that would be classified as the quote-unquote razor tail target.
Right.
So let's see what kind of damage we ended up getting. And of course, this was like all auto. I didn't do any driving. Hey, that was nice. I actually got my full 2.5 million points for doing my target. So 37 minutes and 34 seconds is what I got for doing the 102. So let's find a 100 and see what we get on that guy.
You want to know? That's the same damage I picked up in an 85.
Oh, wow. There's 100. Let's go see what that does for us. Sorry if I'm not responding a whole lot in chat, guys. I got the game open in one thing, and I got the Hangout open on the other thing. So catching chat is a little bit difficult. I thought Cuttlefish was going to jump on here too, but he's just hanging out in chat apparently. Bastard.
Some of these take a while to kill. I'll say that. Holy camole. You sit right under there, you know?
Yeah.
Let's see.
So we got 37 minutes on the first target. Let's see what we get on this one. And I have to say, I'm okay with 37 minutes. I'm okay with that for a target.
I picked up an hour and 18 on the 100. I'm going to try my...
I know I myself would not be a big fan of. I know they had talked about you could try to kite the smart torpedoes and they would eventually run out of fuel and you could kill them. But with as many are coming at you at one time, it seems like you spend almost the entire freaking battle running away from torpedoes if that was your game plan.
Patrick Moore saying, are the ships not going the speed of the slowest anymore, or not on the blueprint anymore?
They seem to be sacking just fine for me.
That's the bat ray. We're seeing it.
That's. I thought that was supposed to be all of them were supposed to do
that. Yeah, I know, but the bat ray today is glitched out. There is a game error where the bat ray is not. That aura is not working. So even if you put a slow ship with it, it is not going to your slowest ship. But there's stacking issues with the bat ray I am seeing, and I saw it also posted on the forums.
Gotcha.
Because Novos is having 4 bats and 1 razor, but the razor is now moving faster, so he can't stack them.
He did the mix thingy.
Right.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, see, I had plenty of time to get 5 razor tails fully done. So that's the route I went. And I'll just have an extra on after I build the flagship. But I mean, it didn't cost me any coin to get 5 done before the raid. I used some. I had 8 skirmish tokens left from a long time ago, so I used those. Boy, that's a whole lot of ice on the water whenever you get 2 protos shooting at you at the same time.
Yes, it is.
I'm definitely taking more damage in the 100 than the 102 for sure, so that fits with what I was saying, that I think the 102 is the quote-unquote razor tail target.
Right. There's a completion bonus for both, though? Or no? I didn't look.
Well, I mean, you get of course the 2.5 for killing the target, and then once you kill both targets, you get the extra 5 million or whatever.
Oh, good deal. Okay. Yeah, I'm taking less also in the 102. My gosh, it looks like World War III is going on inside there, though, doesn't it?
I know, right? So 1 hour and 11 minutes in this one. So I had 37 minutes before. So that means that's somebody help me with math. 44 minutes, maybe. Is that right? No.
You had 1 hour on the first one, and then
yeah. So yeah, it should be like 44 minutes I took on the 100. So I mean, I don't think that's too bad. Like, yes, I'm using the grease monkey, but that's like 3 coins with a grease monkey, or I could do 2 coins and let it slow repair for just a little bit. Let it slow repair for 6 minutes and do instant. So I don't think that's too bad, honestly.
How many points?
10 million. Because what I would probably do normally is I would go, like I said, go in, spend 2 coins, and let it repair slow for 6 minutes. And like I said, that's I'm not driving at all. I'm just going in, stack them, and letting them go. The only time I drive is if they start really getting away from each other. But yeah, honestly, I'm okay with that. I think just a little bit over a damage for the set is pretty good. What do you guys in chat think? Do you think 1 hour for 10 million points is pretty decent? Well, I'm not driving at all, no phobos. I'm autoing.
Yeah.
I specifically built these guys to auto. Because razor tails have such short range anyway that driving is probably not going to be all that beneficial, really. Yeah, but chat seems to think that's not bad either as far as repair time. So I'm gonna waste the extra coin and just instant repair it and go hit another set.
Well, and it's actually my numbers are real close to yours, just a couple minutes higher. I didn't complete the 5th ship totally. I'm down a couple weapons on it, so that would make sense. And but real close. I mean minutes.
Yeah.
So well, I'm picking up an hour. Yeah, I'm at 1 hour and 14, but that's still all right.
Yeah, that's extremely comparable. Has anybody in chat started the raid in their world yet that's using bat rays? I'm curious as to what our repair times are like as opposed to bat ray repair times.
Sorry,
there you finally.
There we go.
Yeah, sorry. I had to take care of my dog. My raid doesn't start for 1 hour, so I pushed everything back to taking care of it just before the raid.
Gotcha.
No, unfortunately, I'm in the 100s, so I can't tell you how the bat rays are doing.
Okay.
But this damage you're getting here is fine, because you could just slow repair this and easily get the even without a grease monkey, and get the flagship and get most of everything you need just by slow repairing without coin. So that's fantastic.
Yeah, I'm actually really happy to see the damage down to where it is. And like I said, this is like full auto basically. You know, I stack them at the beginning, and if they get all discombobulated, I stack it back up. But that's about the extent of the driving I do.
We have a player at 200 million already.
Cha-ching.
Oh man, I wonder. Okay, so that guy's either obviously blitzing or they found a glitch. One of the two.
We have another one at 168. There's quite a few points being made already. So
are those people that we generally see at the top?
One of them, the top is no.
How about any of the others that are way up there?
Yes.
All right, so I would say
it looks legit.
I would say from that I'm getting that they're blitzing.
Yeah, looks legit.
Because that's how I can generally tell. It's like when I see points like that at the very beginning, I look at the leaderboard, look at the names, and be like, okay, are these guys that are normally I see up there? Because if so, that makes sense. But if these guys I don't normally see up there, then there's something hinky going on. And yes, I said hinky. Sacking definitely does seem to be a little bit of an issue at the moment.
Yeah.
Of course, I do have that one fleet that's not quite legendary, so it turns at a different speed. Because while the aura will match your combat speeds, it will not match your turn speeds. So that's probably what's throwing me off a little bit right now.
Oh, I just looked in mine and I was autoing, and they were way apart. So we got to watch that.
So how much are you looking at getting this raid? What's your goal?
I'm not that guy who makes a wish list. I just do the raid and get the points I feel comfortable getting, and then figure out what I'm getting from there. I'm not that guy who sets a benchmark. Because then if I feel like I'm not reaching my benchmark, then that entices me to coin, and I don't want to put that pressure on myself.
This for me, looking at it, it appears coin worthy to me. You know, I'm somebody that's been a little hesitant lately on the coining because I don't see the value or whatever. This one here is not wrecking the pocketbook for the points that you're getting back. It doesn't appear to.
Yeah, man, we should have done that. We should have had one of us go with the one hole and the other one of us go with the other hole. That way we could have done a comparison thing.
Yes.
But I didn't think about it. And well, it would have been difficult too, considering we both tend to be auto players. I forget which target I just hit. If I hit a 100 or a 102. Apparently, I just hit a 100, so I need to find a 102.
And we do want to let everyone know we're running with both of us are running with 5 ships also, so that makes a difference.
It will definitely make a difference. If you don't have the 5th ship, I would definitely recommend trying to find any crew that gives you as much defense bonuses as possible. Because you're going to be missing out on 36% that each aura gives you, so you're going to be missing out on 36% of your defenses. So, like, if you happen to have grease monkeys, they add to your defenses. If you happen to have demo squads, they add to your defenses. You can actually use Midnight Marauders because the speed thing. Well, I don't know. Bat Ray users kind of their speed bust thing's not working, but Razor Tail guys, you can use Midnight Marauders. It'll get because it does basically the same thing as Grease Monkeys, not quite as well, and you don't get the half repair thing, but on the defensive side, as you get more damage, your defenses go up, so you can use that.
What about Steelheads?
Steelheads is another one.
Yeah.
And the Molotov Maidens for the bonus to splash. That
Right.
might also work.
Yeah, they don't really do much for your defenses, though.
No. They really need to fix the crews.
Well, they do, yeah, but like my personal high priority list, crews aren't on it because for two reasons. Number one, they got so much other shit they need to be fixing right now. Crews can wait. And second thing for me is when they start getting around and jacking the crews, I'm just worried that we're going to see some go away that are really, really useful. Because they get in and start jacking with crews, they might say, "Oh well, let's just get rid of grease monkeys while we're in here." I could see something like that happening. I'm just like, no, that's not good. I don't want to see that happen. So, I personally, I'm not in a big hurry for them to do anything with crews. I know a lot of people don't feel the same way, but
I'm surprised by how little damage these smart torpedoes are doing to you.
well, I mean, my concussive defense is pretty freaking high, though. I mean, I got 98 printed on the ships, and then I got the 5 auras going. So I'm probably sitting damn close to 99% concussive resistance.
Boy, I'm not upset even with what the damage is occurring when the separation happens. I'm going for the total auto, the 100% auto. So that's what I'm checking out. And my ships aren't still getting wiped out when they separate, and they seem to be separating in groups of not by them. So one doesn't go by itself. So
see, when I had them separate earlier, I had 4 of them stayed together, and one guy wandered off by himself. I guess he had a little too much rum and decided he was going to go check out what was over there. And I'm like, no, you're coming back over here. Man, I tell you, in this 102, though, these boats takes a long time to kill in this 102.
Right. I can't imagine if we didn't have the 30% slowdown effect from whatever worked on.
Well, then, of course, I went with Hyper 30 on my build, so I'm getting a 30% speed buff, too. So, that helps me get through the fields faster as well. Man, that Nighthawks can take a beat. So, I mean, I can't speak for Bat Ray users, but as a Razor Tail user, I'm honestly feeling like they did kind of put their money where their mouth was this time. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna have to see about I don't know how much damage the 4 ship fleet guys are taking.
Yeah, I do know that when I did testing that there was a significant amount of damage difference between the 4 and the 5 auras. That's why I made sure that I cranked out a 5th one. And I tried to share as much of that information as I was allowed to with everybody out there. Be like, hey,
And I think that just with my check in the 180, if you're gonna think about hitting 80 sets, just move ahead, move up. I think the damage is the same comparatively as the 80 sets as the 100.
Yeah, it looks like my damage on the second set is going to be about the same as it was for the first set. Just by looking at my health bar up there at the top.
I'm also looking forward to seeing the Razor Tail flagship working in here and whether that will affect your ability to auto due to those accelerate fields it's throwing around.
Well, I can tell you that you're not going to see that flagship on the water from me today.
Me either, but
I'm not one of those guys who tosses like, 100 or 200 or 300 bucks a month at the game. Like you can see right now, I have 105 coins. I had 108 at the start of the raid. I put 10 coins on for this raid, and that 10 bucks will see me through the raid and through the bounty, and maybe a little bit into the next raid. You know, I'm that guy. I try to keep it at 10 bucks a month, if even that much. Sometimes I don't even spend that much.
I bought 4 of those $5 deals that came up, where you got 70 coins for $5.
Right.
I bought 4 of them. So
yeah, I was gonna get like 2 of them, and I waited till the last minute, and then I fell asleep, and I didn't get them. So I was kind of really annoyed. I was mad at myself. So I mean, but like, at this point, my gales that I do have on my ships are mainly just there for the explosive defense, because as you can see, I have 10 across the fleet, but I'm not even coming close to shoot down all the mortars.
I got to tell you, I'm almost shooting them down. Only 1 or 2 is getting through on me. Because
how many gales do you have? I know with 10,
12, 14.
yeah, I did hear something that somebody was saying that like 12 was the magic number, but I'm just like, you know, I really don't know that I care enough.
Damnation, are you running a countermeasure special on your hulls?
I am, yes. I was just getting ready to click my hulls right now so everybody can see what they were. I mean, it's this build that I've been, you know, pimping out for like the past 3 weeks now or so. It's I got 2 Gale 3s. I got 1 recondite rocket. Everything else is the needlers. And then armor-wise, I have all the panels are the D5 CTX. I have the CTX3 for my special. I have the Wave Diver warheads, which I'm still working on retroing, but I got it up to R11 at least already. I got countermeasure loaders that gives my Gales reload, plus it gives my my rockets reload as well. I got the Hyper 30 for the combat speed, splash damage reduction, evade bonus, and projectile speed. The hydraulic resistors for my engine to give me that concussive defense. And I got the warhead reloaders as well to give me rocket reload and rocket damage, well, explosive damage. So that's what I got going on as far as my builds. I'm just gonna
looks identical to what I was going to build.
I spent 2 coins there and wait a little over 2 minutes and do the rest of it free. We'll go look in chat here and see what people are saying while I got this ticking away for a minute. So yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with the amount of damage I'm taking, I have to say. I am thoroughly impressed, Kixeye. I just wish I knew somebody who was already running with bats just so I could compare amount of damage.
I agree. Let's see here. But I need 30 seconds to let my dog out, so I'll be right back.
Ross, let the dog out. So I guess the first thing I get will be the Aquatrade tail, so that way I can throw it in there and get it started.
Yeah, the build's slightly longer than I'd like it.
Well, I'd say more than slightly. It's like 3 days more than what I thought it was for the blank hull. Yeah, I don't know if you guys in chat had seen, but I did post the build times for blank hulls last night. It was 9 days and something. I forget what the hours. Second.
Like 9 days, 3 hours, or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of neat for a higher level player like I am. The tier 5 and tier 6 lock stores actually come unlocked. So I guess as long as you own something that was in there, it must be that it comes unlocked. So I'm happy about that. Because I was really annoyed initially when I first saw it.
I agree. Same thing. And I was hearing the gripes and complaints from others, you know, and it doesn't appear that way at all.
I'm really, I thought we would have seen more like, you know, like Onslaught build tokens or Warden build tokens or Mrs. Stormcruiser build tokens, that kind of stuff. I really thought we would have seen more of those in this raid.
Yes, there's very little on what I call the extended scale. This is for the people that get like the 200 million immediately in the raid, you know, and get to like 700-800 million. There's no place for them to dump their points like there has been in the last bunch of raids.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, it's a good thing and a bad thing all at the same time, I guess, because you know now at least I don't have to grind out 700 million points, you know, and I know that's been a big complaint for a lot of people for a long. Like we're a very odd community because you know we complain that we got to get all these points, we got to get all these points, and then when they don't put things in the raid that we want, well, why didn't you put this in there? You know, so we're a very odd community sometimes. Oh, wow. Nice. I can speed that up already.
Nice island.
I like it.
I just hate the base. I need to redo my base, but I hate the base designer so much.
You'd prefer to go back to the old way where you had to do it all manually?
No, I just like them to come up with a better way. No.
Shane and I were talking last night about how back in the day when you had to do it all manually, and sometimes it would take hours and hours and hours, and then you go to put that last piece of land in to close the channel, and you realize, God damn it, I did something wrong, and now I got to redo the whole thing over again.
It was a whole evening. I used to dedicate an evening to just a base change.
Dude, I remember sitting around waiting days for somebody to come hit me to flatten me so I could have a bubble so I could redesign my base. And like nobody would come hit me, so I'd be like, "Ah, screw it, I'll just do it," you know, and pray for the best. And no sooner when I get all my land and all my shit piled up in one corner, and somebody come hit me. And I'm like, "Well, yeah, that was a walk in the park for you."
Sorry, I just popped on the forum and I was trying to find out if they posted anything about the this speed matching issue.
Oh, gotcha. Was there anything over there?
Well, if there is, it's buried under a zillion angry posts.
Is that what most of the angry posts are about, the speed issue?
Well, the fact that the razors and the bat rays no longer mesh, and this was irks people because this was a tactic that was recommended
right
by Kickside not too long ago, and now it doesn't work. And it did work before the update, and now it doesn't. So I understand why they're mad.
I'm wondering, like, I know originally when the blueprint first came out, like the flagship aura didn't buff the regular boats, and then also the regular boats aura didn't buff the flagship. So I'm wondering if while they were fixing that, they accidentally screwed up, you know, that aura.
And the flagships originally, I don't even know if they do now, but they didn't have the text saying speed matches.
Yeah.
Whereas the other ones did.
Yeah, I think they do now, but I'm not 100% sure, but I think they did. That's what I was just talking about. I think they went and changed that last night before they put them live in the game, and that's why I don't know if that's what screwed up the bat rays or is by trying to fix that. Boy, my boats are starting to get away from each other now. Stack back up, buddy. Stack back up.
I'm letting them go. I'm letting them go, and just to see the damage, and it's not crazy.
Well, I'm sure it's not crazy, but I'm sure you do take more though if they're not all together killing at the same time.
Oh, you do. I'm watching one, and it's just like it's like the little engine that could over there in the corner wanting to kill that thing, but it just can't.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, obviously, your time to kill is what's gonna decrease your damage because the longer it takes you to kill something, the longer they're gonna be beating on you. It's funny too, because like I use my locator to find my targets for the raid, but I'm so used to using the locator to find silo targets that during the raid I open up the locator and automatically go down to silo targets. So I'm like, no, that's not what you're trying to do.
Hey, I've clicked wrong. I've hit the silo targets during the raid on accident. I've gone even like a step further.
Wow.
Well, after you hit a few hundred of them,
Yeah.
There is another target that I actually want to see out there. It's the Manticore 89 target.
Yeah.
Because I have a bunch of people in my alliance who, don't have a full fleet or whatever. So I need to. Well, I would like to know if it's going to be possible for them to grind those.
Well, let me finish this set and then I'll check one out.
And I actually don't want you to because you're running a grease monkeys. So run that till it dies.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Sorry.
Fine.
I'll make Ross do it.
I mean, Ross is probably running a grease monkey too.
I am at the moment, but
Damn it.
So it'll be 48 minutes before I can hit one of those.
What is it? I'll just run another fleet. Is it or just to hit an 89? You mean?
Yeah, the 89.
It's a specific 89.
He wants to see how they are for mana cores.
It's the
ones from last raid, the Drac Mega Convoys.
Tier 7 assault target 89.
I mean, I honestly thought that was really cool of them to put those targets in there. For the people who aren't quite ready yet to make the transition, I thought that was a really nice thing that they didn't have to do.
Yeah, but I think there's a trap in there because there's a trap in there because there's a tier 7 89 and there's a tier 7 assault target 89. If you're running your manticores and you go into the wrong one.
Well, the targets look very different on the map, so if you go into the wrong one, you're not paying attention.
True.
Okay, so I didn't even know about this.
Just to help out some of my lower level players.
Oh yeah, no problem. Let's see. It's gonna be an 89. I'm gonna click the locator here.
Yeah, 89 assault target. I don't know how they're split up there because I can't see the raid menu yet.
If you can't find it in the locator, I know the 89s I've seen already are located around the drag bases. So you might have to report that way.
Okay, I'll do it that way. Now, so they're 89. I'm looking for one here.
The 89 Draconian Mega Convoy.
Mega Convoy, not Mega Armada. Okay, I see one.
Yeah, it's the ones from last raid. If you're gonna do it, you might want to try screen sharing so people can see.
And make sure you peek too, so we make sure we got the right target.
Oh, okay. So here we go.
I do not want to be responsible for someone's manticores going right to the bottom.
Oh, it's like, let's go.
Well, if you sink them and it costs him 48 coins, that'll make up for the 1-day ship build token he still hasn't given me yet.
Okay. Let's go. Oh.
I think the subs and the quote-unquote razor tail target actually take me longer to kill than the subs and the quote-unquote bat ray target. That might be my imagination.
I'm just gonna full auto it, so we see what's up really. So it's not my driving or anything here.
I wanted to see you drive it so you could get a good chuckle out of Ross driving.
Huh.
I know PvE is not your thing.
It's not. But I got to tell you, over time, I'm getting better and better at it. And I don't mind it. I don't mind doing it, but I mind doing it 400 times.
Right.
So that's
and
right.
With the lack of all those extra tokens and limited armors and stuff in this raid, you're not going to have to do it 400 times. You probably only have to do it like 75 times.
And I know you have a top-end Manticore raid fleet, so this will give me, just even on auto, I'll get some good numbers out of that.
Yeah, but they'll be able to do the decoy with the one ship thing and do a little bit better, a lot better actually if they're driving. So we'll check out the damage here.
Yeah, and if it's an 89, that should be like an A-level target from last raid. They should be able to do a whole bunch of those.
Oh my God, they adjusted damage already. This time I took 1 hour and 15 minutes. I took 4 minutes more than my first set. Oh my God.
I took 38 minutes.
All right, that's not bad for auto.
How many points was it?
600,000.
600,000.
That's not terrible.
It's grindable. It's grindable.
That's grindable.
Yep.
Yeah, and honestly, if you did the decoy thing, you probably would have taken like half that, if even that much.
Right.
Excellent. So, I mean, yes, it would take some dedication, but I come from a guild of grinders, so yeah, people should be able to grind up their flagship.
Did you just say guild? What game are you playing?
Alliance. Fine. My alliance is called the Guild of Calamitous Intent. So.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh, all right.
We're Venture Brother fans. What can we say?
Yeah, I got used to guild because all the years I spent playing World of Warcraft.
Yes, me too. Oh God.
All right, so let's go through and take a look at what I might like to get. Kill about 10 minutes while I'm waiting for that slow repair to go. So I'm probably going to try to get both flags. So that's 90 million right there. I want to pick up the regular bat ray. So that puts me at 110. Let's see.
40 million for bat ray tokens. 40 million for razor tokens.
That puts me at 150.
Maybe a curator.
Hang on, you're throwing me off, dude. You're throwing me off. So let's see. I was at 150. 2 armors, 160, plus the other armor is 168. Let's see. Let's see. Shit. The gun is 12 million, so that puts me at 180. And then the special puts me at 188. And that might be it.
Oh no, you missed one.
What I miss?
There are 3 rare weapons in this raid. There is the cryonic depth charge, which you own.
I have
the lockdown rockets, which you own.
Right.
And the scrambler cannon, which you
I don't care about the scrambler cannons.
Oh, it's super rare.
I don't care about the scrambler cans.
All right. I'm a collector. I like to have all the stuff. I don't like having anything red on mine. And it's just another 8 million.
Nah. I mean, I might get it if I get enough points, but I don't care if I don't get it. I've gone this long and never had it, and it hasn't bothered me, so I'm pretty sure it won't bother me if I go for the rest of my Battle Pirates career and don't have it.
Totally understand. I'm just pointing out the super rare things that I barely ever see.
And the lockdowns are, 8, but people that don't have those are really needing them.
Absolutely. I have a couple of people in my alliance that need them.
The same with mine, and it's really affected their game up till now.
Yeah, curators, I don't think I'm going to grab anymore. I got one curator in my base already. So I'm working on building a siren right now.
So how many points are you at right now?
30 million.
We're topping out at under 200 million.
Uh-huh.
You're going to be done, what, tomorrow?
I might be done tonight. Depends on how hard I hit it.
And how much caffeine you have.
Yeah.
I don't drink caffeine. I haven't drank caffeine for a couple of years now. So
I don't drink caffeine either. I get to say that now.
Yeah, but I'm almost always up till 3 or 4 in the morning even without it. So
I have a collection of coffee machines.
There you go.
Got a Keurig, got a big pot thing. I got one of those French presses. Oh no, coffee is life.
Well, somewhere, I think down in my basement somewhere, I have an old 1970s Mr. Coffee, I'll tell you.
So the total points for you were just saying is under 200 million?
Yeah, it was like 188 million, and if I get the scrambler cannon, that still only takes me up to 196.
And Ross, didn't you mention like 30 minutes ago that somebody already had 200 million in this raid?
Yeah, right. That's
Wow.
what I was just trying to see if that's going to be their stopping point or what,
Yeah, let's take a look at the leaderboards here for a minute. Oh, there's somebody at 418 million already.
Right.
There is not that many points. There's nothing to buy at that level.
Right.
I'm telling this board at times just all becomes about the size of your e-penis. I'm like 32nd global right now. That's crazy.
Could you scroll down to page 2 and 3? I want to see the drop off.
Bottom of page 2 is 74 million, and the bottom of page 3 is 48 million. Yeah, but first and second are definitely worried about the size of their e-penis.
Okay.
Yeah, see, Tintin there would be done for you. You can just walk away now.
Yeah. And I'm not that guy, I kind of want to, if I really hit it hard, I could probably get everything I need tonight, but I doubt I'm going to, because then I'm going to be sitting around for the rest of the weekend being like, well, I don't have anything to do about hearts now.
I think I will be getting. It's my birthday today, and so I probably will try to get a few points. But I think I'm going to bust this one out fast, and then try to do some other things.
Well, you got your birthday dinner this evening,
right?
Happy birthday!
So, well, thank you.
Well, you're like 5 billion now or some shit.
No, I turned 50 today, so it's a big one.
The big 50.
That's right.
Gonna go out and buy a Corvette to help you with your late life crisis.
I wish. I was thinking a boat, but it didn't work out in time. But maybe 51.
There you go. 50 and a half.
Yeah, there you go. I tried hard. I just didn't get it put together. So this is going all right. I have let's see, 33 mil, and it's under an hour. So I actually have probably 40 million or close to.
That's 40 million in less than an hour. No, in
Yeah,
just about an hour.
right.
So your raid will take total of top of 5 hours. Easy peasy.
Yeah, that's good news.
My, 10 minutes waiting on a little bit of slow repair never seems to take so long as when you're streaming and watching your Grease Monkey tick away. I mean, yeah, I'd say I'm pretty happy with the way my fleet's performing.
I think I'm glad I got the 5th. I'm hoping it's not too detrimental for those people out there that only have the 4 or less. I hope they're able to do some smaller tier targets.
Yeah. Now I'd have to say not using the Grease Monkey, that would end up putting my repair time to like around 2 hours. I don't know how I'd feel about that. I mean,
would you mind?
I wouldn't be mad at 2 hours, but I wouldn't necessarily be like really happy either.
Would you mind now that once your fleet repairs, doing an A set?
Oh my God! You want me to lose out on my points while I got my monkey running? What a jerk! Well, didn't you say, Ross, in the 180 that you did, you took just as much damage as you did in the 100?
I did. All on auto. It was an 85. I took 7 minutes less damage than I did in the 100.
Weird. Not unusual for Kixeye, but weird still.
No, it's actually pretty common lately. It might be that they're just, I don't know. The 80s might have more concussive than explosive.
Yeah,
like,
too. But I can go over my build real quick again. I went over it once already, but I can go over it again. That's not a problem. I have, as far as weapons, I have 2 Gale 3s. I have 1 Recondite rocket. And for the rest, I have all the Needler rockets. Armor-wise, I have the D5 CTX on all my armor slots. Special-wise, I have the CTX3. I have the warhead reloaders for the reload and explosive damage. I have the wave diver warheads. I have the countermeasure reloader for reload on my Gales and on my rockets. I have hydraulic resistors as far as for my engine, and I use that to get the concussive defense out of it. And then I have Hyper 30, the limited special for my last special that gives me the speed increase of 30%, projectile speed, evade bonus, and it also gives me splash damage reduction. So that's what I have going on my build. Some people might want to maybe put a lockdown rocket on as well. That's entirely up to you. You get to give those enemy fleets that 75% slowdown. Hey, I can speed up now. And launch. Oh, yeah, 102 right by my base. I don't like it. Yeah, you're welcome to. I mean, the mechanics seem very similar to the mechanic-wise, it seems extremely similar to what we saw in the VXP targets. The only difference is they're not, like, all bunched up in the middle like they are. You activate, like, different sections separately, and they're a little bit more spread out, so that's a good thing.
You're right. The entire field doesn't come at you.
Yeah. That's what made the VXP target so freaking hard was, like, you pretty much activated the entire target all at once and had all of it shoot at you. Well, at least on auto, anyway. I mean, I am very impressed though by the amount of damage that my fleet is able to absorb. How many people are complaining about difficulty on the forums? Cuddle, did you check that out while you were there? Or did he go AFK and I missed it?
Nice here.
Oh no, I mean, yeah, I see he wrote something there in the side chat, but I'm not sure what it was. Yeah, he said be right
So
back.
yeah, he could be AFK for a minute.
He's grabbing a drink. Yeah, I definitely recommend if you have the ability to build a blank fifth hole. You know, if you have the tokens to do it for sure. I definitely recommend that.
Really?
Yeah, because that defensive aura makes a big difference. Cuddle, when you were on the forums earlier, did you see many people complaining about difficulty at all, or did you not really look?
I wasn't looking for that. All I know is that one of my low-level friends talked to another low-level person in one of your worlds, and they complained about the difficulty on the 41s.
Yeah.
To which I ignored them.
Yeah, I honestly I don't have tides anymore, so I can't even go check out the 41s with with a tide secret fleet or whatever. I mean, I could go check it out with my hunters, maybe.
But no, for these people, they do have a Manticore fleet. So if rather than using a terrible fleet like this, just go do the 89s with your Manticores. You'll get better points.
Yeah. I mean, there are some people in this game, though, and I know a couple of them that unless they're happy, unless they're complaining, they're not happy. I can think of one person immediately off the top of my head who falls into that category. But I won't call you out live on the air, Vlad.
Oh. Yeah, comms doesn't, it seems like it's active. Let me click on the world.
Yeah, I mean, I see a couple people here and there complaining, but I jump around all the time, so I don't know people like on a personal basis. I don't know if they're people who always complain no matter what, or if they're people who only might have like 3 ships and trying to do like S sets with 3 ships, and it's like, well, yeah, it's gonna be bad if you try to do that. So I mean, that's the big thing for everybody. You need to find your own comfort zone and where you get your best point for damage ratio for you. For you it might not be the S sets or the tier 8s or whatever they want to call them nowadays. For you might have to go down to the lower tier below that, or some cases maybe even the tier below that. It all comes down to what kind of damage you're willing to take, what kind of coin you're willing to spend, and all that. You got to find your own personal comfort zone.
Well, the raid has now started in my world, but the 102s and 100s have not spawned yet.
Yeah, they took a couple minutes.
Yeah, they took probably about 4 or 5 minutes to spawn. Yeah, but I'm anxious for you to go out and hit a target because I know you're using bat rays, so I'm anxious to see what kind of damage you get compared to what I do. Would you be opposed to hitting your first target on auto with bat rays?
No, I'll do a 100 and 102 on auto with the bat rays. Therefore, we get some clean numbers.
Right. Do you have a grease monkey or no?
I do have my solitary grease monkey running.
There you go.
Millions of uranium.
Right.
Dude, no lie, I got 3 and within 310,000 uranium the other day.
Oh, I know.
That's
I built
nice.
a voodoo doll and started stabbing it of you.
But I was just like, I feel bad for those people who haven't been rolling them, but at the same point in time, I guess you not getting yours allowed me to get my 3, so I don't feel bad enough that I'm going to chuck mine back in the water. Oh, that's weird. I can't scroll my map.
Refresh, maybe.
Yeah, I think I might have to.
Well, after you do this, I can, I'm ready to share whenever you are.
Oh, feel free. Go ahead. I know Bat Ray users are probably tired of seeing me ride around. They want to see some Bat Ray action going on. So if you want to screen share, I'll just put you on present instead of me.
Oh, sure. That sounds great.
I had to make sure I closed all my midget porn tabs before I started. Didn't want people seeing that on the stream.
All right.
No, man, you got to go full screen, otherwise I'm gonna get distracted by all that white shit on the side.
No problem. Just was trying to make sure that it's working. Is it working now?
Yeah, you're fine. You're on, and I have you on present.
All right, here we go. A 102. I do like the numbered rings.
Yeah, I kind of feel gypped that we didn't get numbered rings on ours. But if that's the only thing I have to complain about in this raid, I'm okay with that.
There's the sub.
I'm anxious to see once Bat Ray flag owner gets it built to see how that aura works against subs. I mean, I know it does say 3.5 million points that the ring will do, but you got to take resistances into consideration after that. If they're running like 98, 99% resistances like we are, that 3.5 million number is going to get shut down real quick.
Well, the smart torpedoes don't get anywhere near me.
That's good. And you have 5 holes or 4 holes?
There's 5 in there.
Gotcha.
That took a long time to kill that submarine. I don't have any tactical field resistance on these hulls. That's why they come to a screeching halt in the ice.
Yeah, I don't have any tack resistance on mine either.
Yeah, I plan to drive mine, so I'm going to try to get around the ice.
And the testing that I did, I didn't see where the tactical field resistance made a huge difference, to be honest.
I have it. Mine were just going barely faster than Damnation's through the ice.
I'm feeling like I'm distinctly missing a lot of firepower compared to the Razor Tails.
I mean, defense-wise, though, it seems like you're holding up about the same as what we are.
Still a lot of this target left.
Well, the proof, as they say, will be in the pudding after the target's over and you see how much damage you get.
It looks like most of my shots on that submarine are landing behind it.
I know people had been saying that for like bat ray users too, you could make the small depth charge rockets to pop up subs.
Yeah, but look how fast that submarine is going. You'd have to be really good to actually hit it.
Oh, I'm sure after a couple times you'd be able to do it. But I mean, I think this at least gives everybody who's watching the stream a great idea of what's in the targets and what's going on and what each fleet is capable of doing.
Well, what I've learned so far is bat rays are going to have to be driven. Because I would have to chase these submarines down and get them into a corner to kill them. Because I'm barely scratching them here. And I am eating a ton of torpedoes.
Yeah, if you want to go ahead and start driving your target, that's fine, dude.
No, I want to get some clean numbers, so... Just know that it's going to be more of this for like the next 5-6 minutes.
Here in about a minute, I'll be able to go out and hit another set, and I don't have enough points to claim my flagship. Well, my first flagship, I should say.
Is your dock empty?
My shipyard, you mean?
Yes, shipyard.
Yeah. I did a brief hit last night, and I timed it to stop like 5 minutes after the raid started. That's the big thing in this game is planning. Planning. That's what makes your Battle Pirates game work and enjoyable. Because you always got to be thinking like 5 steps ahead. You know, that's how I was able to crank out 5 Razor Tails, because I went into the raid with 2 weeks worth of FM tokens saved up. And I had my 8 days worth of skirmish tokens that I had saved from last year because I knew they were going to come in handy this year. That's like siege tokens. I think I have 10 days worth of generic siege build tokens still.
Yeah, I've got 3 of those left over. I don't even remember where we got them.
A Buccaneer campaign, maybe. I'm not sure. I can't remember. No, it was probably in the Hydra campaign before we had the flag. That very first DLC would be my guess. I can't remember off the top of my head anymore.
Now this damage isn't looking so good, nor is the time to kill the target looking any good.
How much damage are you at right now?
I've lost about just under a quarter of my life. So,
okay. So yeah, you're definitely on auto. You're definitely taking more damage than I am.
Yeah.
Yep.
But then again, I'm sure most people who got Bat Rays never planned on autoing with them anyway.
No, I didn't. I just want to see what the damage is so we can compare them. I will not be doing this again. Though I will be quite honest, they auto SSRBs really nicely.
Yeah. Yeah, and my Razor Tails can't do SSRBs at all because we don't even damage the target, so... Hopefully that is something they plan on going and fixing, though, because I have brought that up like twice already now in my discussions with them. I'm like, if your selling point is that it doesn't matter which hull that you're going to pick, then they need to be equally effective across all the game. All parts of the game, not just the new target. Because if they're not equal in all parts of the game, then yes, it does matter what hull they take.
Definitely. I mean, even if one does a little better in the raid, but if one can't do a certain aspect where the other can, it's not comparable.
Yeah, I mean, to have a skirmish target that my skirmish fleet can't even do, that's a bit silly.
Yes.
Two more submarines. Will I be able to will I time out of this target?
How much time do you have left?
4.5 minutes.
It might be close. Now, do you have Hyper 30 on yours?
No, I went with Agility 4 because when I built these Hyper 30...
wasn't working right.
Yeah, and I haven't seen an official response saying that splash damage reduction is actually working now.
Yeah, but see, I'm just wondering if the boost you would have gotten from the projectile speed would make your shots not all landing behind the sub.
Oh, I'll be refitting after the raid.
Well, you can refit during the raid if you get your tokens.
True.
All right, find a 102, and then I'll be at 50 million, and I can claim my flagship. That'll be awesome. I notice they have messed with the locator a little bit. It's like it doesn't group them by numbers anymore. It seems to group them by instance at this point.
Yeah, they're not by number.
Yeah, because I know, like, when I always used to do my base parts or whatever, I'd just scroll to the bottom because that's where the 98s or the 102s or whatever would always be. And I did that last night. And I'm like, wait a minute, why is it showing me like 82 twos down here or whatever. Oh, my target recoil was on my way to it, bastard.
An hour and 40 minutes.
Ouch. And that's with a grease monkey?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there you go. Bat Ray players do not auto.
No auto.
Right. Jeez.
I'm just wondering how much of a difference that projectile speed would make. Because then you wouldn't have to maybe spend, you know, like 5 minutes killing each sub.
Right. Now I'm going to try a 102 and I'm going to drive it.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I drive them. We already know on auto you take more damage in one target than I took on a whole set.
Yeah, exactly. So it doesn't matter how well I do in the other one.
Yeah, we have clean enough numbers.
Yeah, clean enough for me to be thrilled that I chose the one I got because I'm an auto player.
Yeah, when it comes to the raid, I'm definitely thrilled that I chose the Razor Tails over the Bat Rays. When it comes to the rest of the game, I'm kind of pissed off that I chose Razor Tails over Bat Rays.
Right.
So maybe that's what they meant when it said you'll be in the same position no matter which hold that you pick, because Bat Ray users are really happy they can do the rest of the game, but maybe not so happy in the raid. So it all averages out in that aspect. It'd be nice if the smart torpedoes were dumbfire. Of course, I mean, obviously they wouldn't be called smart torpedoes at that point in time. But if you could actually, like, you know, say this one's coming up right now, and if I were to move quick enough, it would just sail right on by me. But I'm probably asking for a bit much at that point.
Well, you do seem to be able to soak the damage from the smart torpedoes very, very well. So
yeah. Now, whether that'll be true next month, who knows? Or knowing Kicks, whether that'll even be true later today, who knows? But yeah, at this point, I'm happy with things. Don't touch it. Leave it alone. If it's not broke, don't fix it. You seem to be stacking really good at the moment, so I'm wondering if they've already fixed that stacking issue.
Well, I think the stacking issue was when you put a razor tail in here.
Oh, gotcha. I would imagine other razor tail drivers, even if they would drive a little bit, they could probably even mitigate some of the damage I'm taking. You know, they could do things like driving around ice fields and all that fun stuff. Me personally, I have more fun in executing the challenge of getting the build correct to take as little damage as possible. Well, like, I don't know necessarily that I have the absolute best build out there for damage, but I'm pretty happy with where I'm coming I know I keep saying that, but I actually am very pleasantly surprised by this. Especially after the last raid, where on the auto hull you had to like jump through burning hoops to get a reasonable amount of damage.
With your Visa on fire.
Yeah. It's like, wait, you're making me drive my auto hull? That's not fun. And what do I get for that set? An hour and 6 minutes. Nice. Res seem to be plentiful too.
Yeah, there remains 4 targets at almost at all times for me. You know, two 200s, 2 102s.
Yeah, well, I was talking more about the resources that you get from the targets.
Oh, okay.
I know a lot of people, like, since the VXP targets weren't really given any resources, people had a lot of concerns about, oh, is this going to be a res starved raid? But that does not seem to be the case. So is driving working better for you?
Yes, the damage looks to be a whole lot less so far. It's basically, and these subs, the flagship looks like it would solve this sub problem a great deal. And I made a mistake in triggering a whole bunch of subs all at once. If you could just get one of them, and then basically they have a minimum range, so you just, walk on their heels. And they can't fire at you.
There we go. I now have my Occam's razor tail. So I can go ahead and put that in the shipyard. Or maybe I'll just build a gunboat instead.
Yeah.
Build a gunboat and take that into the target. Man, 9 days, 3 hours, 19 minutes, and 25 seconds. That's freaking insane.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, build instantly. Let me hit that button since I only have, like, under 100 coins. That'd work well.
At least you get another pop-up asking if you want to go through with it.
Yeah. 2 minutes and 50 seconds on my grease monkey, so it's not worth going in and going back out. So yeah, I got 50 million points for 9 coins. I could have got it with less than that if I hadn't been in a hurry and I'd let stuff slow repair, but I like trying to get my big purchases out of the way pretty quickly. And then I could do all of the teeny tiny stuff at my leisure.
No, that'll work. I mean, you got the haul in an hour.
Yeah.
Almost done. Just currently chasing the last 2 submarines around. It looks to be better, but it still isn't that much better. I still suspect I'm going to end up with more damage than you did for an entire set on a 102.
I guess we'll see here whenever you're done. You're what, an hour and 40 before you said?
Yes.
You're definitely going to kill this target faster.
Oh, thank. Okay, I'm done.
All right, so let's see what your total is now, and then we'll do some math.
One hour and 18 minutes.
Oh, did you repair between targets?
Oh, yes.
Okay, gotcha. Wow, so you're taking almost twice the damage I am.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's not cool.
No.
And your one ship got way more screwed up than your other ones.
Yeah, I'm going to look and see what exactly, if there's anything different about that ship. Because I do have, my 5th ship has like a cryo battery on it and stuff like that. Because I'm going to get rid of it as soon as I get the flagship. And no, this was a regular ship. Neat.
I just wonder how much difference the projectile speed would make.
Yeah. Now I'm going to swap to Hyper 30. I also wonder how much help the flagship is going to be.
Right. Oh, that's cute. You have reg generators in your base.
Oh yeah. I'm never destroying anything that I built, and I keep hoping they'll upgrade them. But no.
Yeah, I haven't had any reg generators in my base for a long time.
Anyways, let's not look at my base. My base is terrible.
I think as soon as Bloodthirst came out is when I scrapped all mine.
They just took too long to build, so, and now there's no Bloodthirst, so
Cool. All right, well, everybody, now you have an idea what the targets look like. You have an idea what Razor Tails and Bat Rays can both do in them. You know, depending on your results, your results may vary depending on what your builds are. But yeah, so hopefully we gave you a good idea what the targets look like, what the mechanics are. And I think we're going to wrap it up for now. But I definitely appreciate everybody coming out and joining us. This was definitely a very short notice. I kind of thought about doing it, but I didn't know up until the last minute if I was going to do it or not. So, but yeah, I appreciate everybody coming out and watching. And Cuddle and Ross, I appreciate you guys getting on, so I wasn't just in here streaming all by myself.
Yeah.
you have a good rest of the raid. I know you will. Mine looks to be a little bit painful.
Well, you know, I hope maybe you'll be able to figure out some tricks as you're doing it to make things work a little better for you.
Yes. Well, have a good weekend, everyone.
Yep. Don't forget tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern, we'll be doing the show tonight, everybody. So make sure you tune in for that. And until then, we'll talk to you later. Thanks again. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.